理的脅威振り上げろロングソード氷のように肉片が散らばる荒れ晴れた荒野都会の空は夕日で赤く染まった AM から PM から AM
It's the final day.
爆発させるタイムクリスタル現実に破れることからゲームは始まる真の姿となったお前の力マンマーク暴れ回るデーモンロングテール蹴りをつけるアクト安心で連戦練習血しぶきを受けて前進するスペースフリー強烈なメッセージよりただ攻撃的水の場を全員的プレスの餌食だがメジャラブル新たな手口
Turn off streamer mode. I've learned my lesson.
迷いをつくエラとエライノベーションのジレンマに落ちる大きな溝にはドラマギリギリまで諦めんな因果の糸車頭の中は仕事制御制御
Good. Could max this out using a roadmap that Pac sent to me. Let's see. Curious. So right now I'm using 32,000 Flosion. Hang on, I'm actually gonna have to bring this up. On a big screen. I can't see this too good on my phone. Alright, let's see. So, 32,000. See how much it takes for me to get everything. Oops. Oops. I'm gonna pick up every single power up. If I have enough Flosion to do it, which I think I should. Because I had almost all of them, but I don't think I was doing it very efficiently. Wait, where am I at? this map very carefully. Let me see if anyone's in the chat. Okay, no one's talking yet. You have a view and a like though. Okay, sorry, this shouldn't take too long. Where were we? Wait. Okay, this way. Sounds like it says guilty, guilty. Wait. I think we should have enough collision for everything. Wait. Okay. This. Wait. This is still the most bizarre stat system I've seen in any game. Oh crap, wait. Sometimes I lose track of where I am. Oh man, I hope we have enough collision. I'm trying to run kind of low. A lot of long, empty stretches here. Should have looked up how much you would need. Safe, that probably would have been a good idea. Cutting it close. Oh, we're not going to be able to get it all. Crap. Well, maybe by the end of the chapter we will. Oh yeah, there's a lot more to go still. I hope this is at least an improvement on what I had. I don't know if it is, to be honest. I could compare. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to reach that, so let me back out. Oh my god, I don't even have all three of the, Oh, this was a bad idea. Now I only have 2 of the charges of the... Oh no. That sucks. How far away from it am I? So... hard. I just came. I got a gun right here. Gun. And I'm coming around for this part. Okay. I guess I'm not super far away from the other one. Oh, you know what? I actually kind of wanted to go back to the ship anyways to see what everyone has to say. Because we're like in the end game now, but it is letting us go back to the ship, so I'm curious. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, there's just a... We could just... Okay, interesting. We could just teleport straight there now.
Major Romeo.
Subspace Hills is a realm of darkness, be warned. I believe in you, good luck. Space is red outside now, even here. A little ominous. Let's see, do I have any seeds I haven't turned in yet? Because there's this really good bastard Pac was telling me about that I would like to have. You live in subspace hills, interdimensional beings? Tell me what it's like when you're back. I don't have any epics, unfortunately. But also, this will actually help me get more Flosion for the stat. Not worth a lot on their own, but it's a lot up. Small key, 51, 510,000. Small key used for Dead Gear Cannibal. So this is what that little door is for in the stat minigame, and I will never have enough Flosion to afford this, because all the Flosion I have saved up completely right now that I can get back, it adds up to like 32,000. I have no idea how you would possibly afford this much. You would have to really grind, I guess. I think that's the only new thing. Oh! Oh, this is the Akuma. This is really expensive too, and it's not even that good. Like, your power is up by 20%, which is cool, but you take 30% more damage. And these already give you a 15% attack power boost, so it's like, that's not that good of a trade-off, is it?
Right.
See what the mom has to say about the Goran thought.
Hey, you.
No, not much.
What?
Generally. The longer you stay away from her, the more you put her up on a pedestal in your head. Interesting.
Romeo.
Romeo.
Okay, fine.
Where art thou, Romeo?
Okay, fine.
Got another thunder chain. I guess I could use that. I guess I'll just plant all these sentry cannons. I'm probably not going to use them. I guess I could fuse them. So let's see if I'm able to... Wait, where's... What do you have to say? It's a pretty bougie place, Subspace Hills, like Beverly Hills. Any celebrities? I think you're confused. TikTok boy. Alright, pull the map back out. I could at least get my other bloody bloody weekend? Right there, we're close. Might just barely reach it. Okay, at least we have... Wait. Oh yeah. I think that might have maxed our pills up too. Oh, that's everything, I think. Yeah, because it ends at this door, which we can't open unless we have that key, but we don't have that keys. Alright, that's everything. Romeo is a max man. We got an achievement for that. We didn't really earn the achievement, but... because we cheated, but... yeah. I mean, we didn't cheat, but I used the map to, like, try to get everything fairly efficiently. Okay. Anyone else have anything to say? Blue Man, I feel like the next fight's gonna bring us to the core of this thing. If you seem to think so, then I agree. What do you mean? I've left encrypted annotations on your profile. It's not merely an observation log, but rather an intervention plan designed to foster your growth while curbing your sometimes destructive impulses. You asked me why I'm in the space-time police, and I think I finally found a suitable answer. I'm like a compass to point us to the future, a fail-safe device to ensure its arrival. This is a little too complicated for me.
Romeo.
You don't have to understand. Just know that I'm always watching you. That's reassuring, man. It's fine if only I know the truth here. Just as I once fought in the shadows of Kingston, my next lonely battle in the dark begins. But this time my opponent isn't a political ideology or violence. It's time itself and its many paradoxes, including one dangerous young man poised to destroy it if he's not careful. You make it back alive from your next mission. How about drinking an old rum I've been saving for a special occasion? Sure, but I'd rather have some hot cocoa. Romeo just doesn't like to drink. He doesn't even like coffee. Seems we're headed for the climax. Depending on how your fight goes, this space-time incident of ours will finally be over. Seems as though the true cause of it was not just your grandfather, it was something more primal, more fundamental.
Hey!
Seems like we're almost there. Subspace Hills is truly beyond comprehension.
You!
We're counting on you, dead man. Is there a reason to use this anymore? This is just if we want to, like...
Register.
We could warm up at one of these types of...
Register.
But I'm sure we're not going to be stuck in subspace the whole time for the final chapter. That wouldn't afford us much opportunity to practice or get more pickups. Well, explosion mostly.
Register. Register.
I'm just picking up space debris.
Register.
Whoa.
Register.
I just ran into a asteroid. I didn't even know you could do that. What the heck?
Register.
I got a bunch of space debris from that. It's the first time that's happened the whole game. And I didn't even need to come back here.
Register.
That's funny.
Register. Register. Register.
I wonder if I could run into more of those.
Register. 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 Register.
Wonder how much space do we need to get a red sentry.
Register. Register. Register.
There's an asteroid we might run into.
Register. 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 Register.
Yeah. Also, fact, I just found out you can run into asteroids and it drops a bunch of space debris. Like, I only came back, like, I had no reason to come back here, really, but I just came back to, like, I don't know, pick up stuff, I guess. And I, like, ran into an asteroid. But I don't know. I don't even know how I could do that again.
Registered.
You have to find the specific paths, I guess.
Registered.
But I don't really see any.
Registered.
Like I see asteroids, but I don't see ones that I can like run into.
Registered. 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 Registered.
Right, you kind of choose a lane.
Registered. Registered.
Like you can't. You're technically able to fly
Registered.
around stuff in a way that, like,
Registered.
because if I'm going towards this place for a while and then I stop and change direction, then I am like technically
Registered.
taking a different path than if I had just directly went to this place to begin with.
Registered. Registered.
Right. Like a tractor beam. But I'm not seeing any paths where I could like crash into another asteroid. I didn't even realize it was happening until it happened. Like boom, it
Registered.
crashed into it.
Registered. Registered. Registered.
I maxed out my stats using that map you showed me. At first I didn't have enough flosion and I was missing one of my bloody weekend charges and I was like, oh no. But then I sold some stuff and I had enough.
Registered.
And then I was thinking I might go to one of these optional side places to practice the
Registered.
bloody weekend combo thing you were telling me about. I think that's why I came here. Then I started picking up stuff.
Registered.
I'm getting a lot of space debris. Yeah, I got everything on the maze. Except for obviously the door. I saw the key in the store. 510,000 flosion. I don't know how on earth you would ever afford that.
Registered. Registered. Registered.
Bloody Summer. I kept forgetting the name of it. Like, is it Bloody Sunday? No.
Registered.
That's a U2 song that's based off of the real life event.
Registered. Registered.
Bloody Sunday. I think that's also one of Travis's special moves.
Registered. 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 Registered.
Oh, really? You get Flosion? Oh,
Registered.
maybe I could try that. I'd have to pick a boss that I don't hate though. I think half the bosses were okay from what I remember, but half of them were... I don't know. Maybe now that I'm stronger, wouldn't be as bad, but some of them didn't feel very great.
Registered.
This looks like I'm also almost in the path of a asteroid.
Registered.
Oh, really? Up to 5 times. Jeez.
Registered.
So, oh! So close to being in the path of one of these.
Registered. Registered.
That was weird. I just put up my shield as if I was crashing into one. Hang on, here we go.
Registered. 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 Registered.
Oh, so close. Wait. It's in a line from left to right. There we go. Kaboom!
Registered. Registered.
Ah, I could have sworn I got a bunch of debris last time.
Registered. Registered.
Maybe that's where all this debris appeared from, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go to one of these bonus areas now. I don't know if I've done this one already.
Register. 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 Food. Register. Food. Food. Register.
I wonder where the map is like this. I don't know. It kind of makes it easier if you're just trying to get to a specific target. Like, okay, the eyeball is to the right, so I click to the right until I get to it. Maybe they thought if it was too free controlled, like you could get lost. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have time to program spaceship. I'm sure it did have a different structure. In fact, I was looking at the newsletter, the Grasshopper newsletter they sent a few days ago, and the editor mentioned, oh yes, hang on, I don't want to get this wrong. I just read it. The editor, which is usually James Mountain, but I guess he was busy. So the like co-editor was in charge of this one. They said something interesting. They said, where is it? Sometimes it goes to my primary email, and sometimes it goes to my promotional email. I don't know why. Oh, because this one maybe says, oh, the game's out now. Anyways, they said, I joined the company in the middle of development, around the time the concept of the game was reworked into what it ultimately looks like now. So, I mean, nothing too new for Grasshopper, but it sounds like they perhaps did encounter one of those situations where they had to, like, kind of scrap and restart or something. I don't know. It could even just be like they had an initial vision for the game, and then halfway through development, maybe NetEase said, actually, this isn't your budget and timeline anymore, this is your budget and timeline. So they had to rework, like, you know. I mean, one of the things they said was all of the cutscenes that are comic book style were originally supposed to be full-on cutscenes. I presume kind of like what we see in the diner cutscenes. So they said that was a budget thing. Not that I don't think the comic page stuff is bad, but it is just one of the examples of how they perhaps had to rework the game. This is gonna sound kind of lame probably, but I think the game does feel better when you're stronger. I really enjoy like good challenging games, but I don't know if this game always feels the best when it is beating you down and killing you. Just for me, the challenge balancing maybe isn't the best. But yeah, I'm sure that is common with a lot of games, especially larger projects. Oh, I don't even have any charges, I just realized. Oh my god, I just realized I have 2 full health bars now. That's crazy. What does it mean when their skulls catch on fire? I assume it's good for them, like maybe they're powered up in some way, but I notice sometimes get that. That's what the face skirt enemy does to buff them. Oh, okay, I see. Face skirt, I thought they just had a bunch of, like, eggs. I thought they were the hula hoop egg enemy. Let's see if I can see the exit. Sure are pretty tough now. We can kill those spawner enemies in one heavy attack, which is a lot faster than it used to be. We have 10 healing pills now. They might even heal a whole bar now, because we also have the amount that it heals is also maxed out. Build them more blood. This is a good way to build up blood. That's true, that's a good point. We don't have like, that was helpful. Maybe at the end of the game, Romeo gets like an Alexa Gramps. Oh, there it is, to the right. Oh wait, don't I have room for 3 badges now? Yep. Oh, it's funny. I was like, oh wait, I guess not. And then it appeared. It's a good way to remind you, I guess, if you had forgotten. So... reduce it. Oh, bastard cooldown time. Yeah, we definitely want that. Okay, big enemy so I could try out my combo, please. That's not a big enemy. That dies in one shot. As does him. As does he. Dead. We got a bunch of this stuff. Well, we're definitely powered up at this point. This was only a normal level, but still, we annihilated everybody. Because my melee weapon of choice is maxed out. All my stats are maxed out. The only thing is my gun isn't maxed out, but we're gonna work on that. Alright, let's head back. Oh yeah, that's right. I guess the bastards too can also be... I did plant some of those actually. Unfortunately, I still haven't gotten the ones we need for that one you were telling me about. Too bad there isn't a fast way to just auto-collect all of them. Yeah, because then you don't know which ones you've done already. Because some of them have, sometimes they have unique, like, badges. Maybe, yeah, maybe it shows on the map.
Romeo.
Hang on, I just picked up some non-epic seeds. I want to sell those. Although, hang on. I keep forgetting. No, I don't have to let her appraise.
Gotcha.
I could say... Oh. Guess I could fuse all the sentry cannons together just because I have them. Might as well. Too bad you can't fuse 3 at a time. I have to plan it so I can fuse it with the 3rd one. Alright, but at least it's automatically ready. Always takes money from people, Jeffrey. Wait. I thought I planted this already. Alright, because I just fused 2. That's what it is.
Alright.
Brags about their parents a lot. That sounds like something a little kid would do. What's? Oh crap, I just appraised them. God damn it. I meant to sell those. Oh well. I still think you should be able to sell bastards after they've been appraised.
Well,
At least it's another thunder one, which then I could use it again, I guess. Yeah. Win rate 0%. No chance. That's what you got. Well, actually, I mean, I might as well, right? Have the spots open. And then there's always a chance I could fuse one I do want to use with one I don't want to use with a high level, and then like power up the one I want to use. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready to go. Anything else? Oh yeah. How much does it take to get red sent? Actually, what do I need? Is the question. I think I mostly need green right now, but I'm gonna need red eventually. So I can. I'm gonna need a bunch of green. Five, right. That machine is defunct now, we never need to use it again. We don't have do we have enough for 7? No, we do. We have just enough. All that space to debris cleaning pays off. They describe Sentry as crystallized emerald flosion, but you can't turn emerald flosion into Sentry or vice versa. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Well, you can buy it at the store technically, but that's not really... It's not insinuating that it's turning into it. Oh yeah, and just so you know, since we're going straight to like the subspace dimension now, the subspace palace or whatever, look, this opened up, so this is how we go back. I was surprised that they let us come back to the ship, honestly, but I guess it was nice of them. Oh yeah, it's called Subspace Hills. And I think TikTok Boy got confused and he thinks it's Beverly Hills. Because if you talk to TikTok Boy... You're currently in Subspace Hills. It's a pretty bougie place. See any celebrities? Oh my god, we spent almost 50 minutes. A lot of it, maybe I'm just not as used to it, because there are probably a lot of games where you do spend time in hub areas and like preparing for missions and stuff. I'm not really used to that, especially with Grasshopper games. Like, that's crazy to me that we spent almost an hour just getting ready to go into the main mission. And it's not like it was like story stuff, it was just a badge or something. Silver Socks just said good luck. I don't think he really cared about the window. Increases normal attack power by 100%, but Emerald Flosion gradually decreases while your weapon is drawn. It will not activate if you have... What? Galan Esmeralda. It's like the rupee armor in Twilight Princess. That is a lot of it. That is a huge boost, but... I don't think I could use an item that's just draining your currency the whole time. Yeah, it could be like New Game Plus situation. If you're really struggling on like the final boss, maybe it could be a good option. See how that speaking of, what are my definitely want to use Thunder Chain in place of Sentry Cannon. Ooh, Frostbolt. I forgot I got that. Let's try that in place of maybe Multi-Laser. Well, what's Green Tornado? We'll try and place a Green Tornado. Multi-Laser is stronger, it just doesn't always hit good. Sometimes if it hits good, it's really strong. But sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I turned streamer mode off. I learned my lesson. I missed out on what could have been one of the coolest parts of the game. Because I had streamer mode on. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't expect something like that to happen. This is new. A payphone. When's the last time you've seen it? Ooh. Look at the little briefcase down there. It says Grasshopper Manufacturer. That's cool. What is this? Oh, I should have waited to come to this. There was something...
Agent Romeo.
Are you the Space-Time King?
The what now?
Nuance-wise, you're not wrong, but not exactly. I'll be waiting at the final stop.
Okay. Well, isn't it a phone book inside of a case, I mean? I know it's not a briefcase, but, they're usually, like, in little cases. Kind of, Banana. So what happened was... there was this whole weird cutscene where you're, like, escaping this other universe in a car, and it's supposed to have this like cool music playing with like lyrics on the screen while you're driving, and instead it was just silent. It was just completely silent except sound effects that I could make by pressing buttons. And the whole time I was like, this doesn't make any sense. This seems like I'm missing something. It seems like something's wrong. And I looked into it, and I was looking at other people's uploads, and everyone's video was muted for them too. It was muted and muted. And I was like, I think everyone just has streamer mode turned on. And then I found one video finally where it was turned off. Because at first we thought, oh, maybe it just is silent. And like, no, there's a cool song that plays. And it would have been a really cool moment, but instead it was just confusing. I wish that at least the subtitles were still on the screen for that part, because I think it was cool. It kind of matches the situation. But so I learned my lesson. Don't have streamer mode turned on. The only reason I thought to do that is because my first stream did get a copyright, not a copyright claim, but it got like demonetized because the credit intro song got claimed, I guess. So I was like, oh, maybe I should like turn this on, but I'd rather have like experienced the game properly and get demonetized than, you know, miss out. Pasting music over it. A song that was clearly written specifically for that moment. Would you rather have red sentry or onion if you had to choose one? The heck? It was still flying around like I was in the middle of collecting it. But Red Sentry could empower you. Ow. You know, actually, I'm gonna slow down time so I can beat them up and get more blood. Even though I could kill them in one bazooka shot, I want the blood. Not them though, these guys are too annoying. These guys are too annoying to let live for too long. You don't use deadball weapons? Oh, there's blood on my arm. Did that always happen before? I don't remember getting stained with blood previously. It's drying up too. The heck, I never noticed that detail. You don't use dead weapons now, but you might one day. Oh no, I'm surrounded by stinky zombies who are making me sneeze. Freeze, why don't you? Oh my god, they literally did freeze. That's not true, Banana. I would never say that in front of a parent. What's this door all about? I could make that jump. I could make that jump, but I'm gonna play safely. Oh, I realized. It won't open right now. Usually it says it doesn't open from this side. But in this case...
Everyone's hearts have overflown and broken. Taking desperate measures is a sign of youth, right, Romeo?
What is this? A horror movie?
If you know space-time well enough, death is nothing.
I mean, you're saying that to the dead man. Oh, great. Okay. Oh. Am I invincible on the ladder? Nope. You know what? Hang on. Who could deal with this? Oh, he didn't kill them all. The only thing that sucks about this gun is when you're fighting these guys. Hang on. How do I... Yeah, I didn't think about that. They don't have to worry about lip syncing Romeo very much at all. Ah. Damn it. Wow, I like that they have quite a detailed freezing status. I don't want to try it on him because he dies in one hit, so it's just pointless. I'm waiting for a larger enemy, like the skeleton or something, to show up. Oh, are you talking about the guy covered in goop? Is that the flubber? Ow. I like how they're all running past me. I will use it on that. Okay, I figured it out. Wow. That's pretty cool. It didn't kill this guy though. Yeah, that'll probably be best for bosses or large enemies. Oh damn it, I looked over at the chat for a second. Crap. Ah. That was stupid. Hopefully they gave me a good checkpoint. You have to do a minimum of 2 hits to kill Flubber, 1 to knock off the Flubber. Yeah, I think so. Oh, that is not a good checkpoint. That is all the way back. But at least I don't have to interact with the phones again, I guess. Hopefully the enemies don't. They did respawn. I don't know if they should let you fall off that ledge, to be honest. I don't know, I feel like there should be invisible walls up there, because that's not a particularly fun way to die, and there are a lot of narrow paths here. Let me get past these bats. Oh, I can't. I always see that crap on the ground, and I'm like, wait, is that like where I died? Is that like pickups, like a Souls game? Like, nope, it's just a bomb. I let too many of them build up, and now they were surrounding me, but good. Yeah, you don't have to necessarily take the goop off first, but that's how you could reach the weak point, I guess. The other guy go. Did he fall off? I think the other enemy fell off. No, I'm just gonna answer the phone. No kidding.
I can wait till we meet.
What?
Stop that nonsense. Thoroughly researching your opponent before a fight is a given in modern-day sports. NFL, MLB,
What?
NBA, UFC. The four big sports are, by nature,
Are those the four big sports?
are you a soldier of fortune? No, you're not. You're a samurai. Now, become Miyamoto Musashi.
Miyamoto
Received
Musashi.
information that you're obsessed with Japan. That's
He's a
good enough for
weeb.
me.
Do as you like then.
The final boss is a weeb. Yeah, rip soccer, the actual most popular sport in the world. At least I'm pretty sure it is. It's huge in Europe, it's huge in Mexico, it's huge in like other places. Be careful. Subspace will become artificially controllable at some point in the future, enabling its design and construction. Subspace Hills is considered the masterpiece of neo-spacism architecture by a comprehensive developer using this technology. Its characteristic feature is described in the brochure as a labyrinth building complex, labyrinthian building complex with a free and dynamic spatio-temporal structure that greatly exceeds the boundaries of conventional architecture. In short, if you stray into it carelessly, it will be difficult to reach your destination and extremely difficult to turn back and escape. Actually, even more importantly, for a long time, no one knew where Subspace Hills even existed. However, from the other side, it is possible to monitor the world. In this universe, there are multiple places that mimic the perspective of a god. The perspective of a god. That reminds me of the concept of an observer in Silvercase. Just be careful, such places can easily lure people in. What was his name? Furumazawa or something? Musahashi isn't a samurai? They're actually a Fate series character? What the heck? I can't believe this was all just one big advertisement for Fate Grand Order. Is Miyamoto Musahashi the dude who wrote that book? That famous book? He was a extremely talented swordsman, swordswoman, did use dual blades. Darth Maul? Ow.
Danger.
Oh boy.
Danger.
Hello. Oh, there we go. Now if only I had 3 charges. Hang on, I will soon. Things go well. There we go. Get both of them at the same time if possible. There we go. That last one did good damage. Too bad the other skeleton dodged it. And I got all my health back too. Even they could get frozen. Ow. Be nice. I'm a nice man. Look at those things on the ground. What, they're dead. That was sick. We are very powerful now. I didn't even have to like really focus in on hitting the weak spots or anything.
Hey, Romeo. Don't you want to know my true identity?
If you're gonna feed me something good, I guess I could be bothered to listen.
Nice. The vigor of youth. Then I'll prepare you a dish that will blow your taste buds away. Give me a moment.
Well, Romeo only eats katsu curry, so I hope you got the memo on that. How do I get that up there? I want it. When they're bunched together like this, far away, not as bad. Although having to use... Okay, hang on. This is still peaceful. Alright, that's... It's the one that resurrects, right? Yeah, he gets a new form. Oh, he's about to jump off for a second. Oh no! Okay, at least we hit a checkpoint not that far away. Jesus, that's annoying. I like that after you die the first time, they speed up the death screen at least. I do appreciate that. Wait. Oh, I'll use them to get my blood meter up. I shouldn't have to fight. Oh yeah, because that was like a danger area, and that's the ones that don't come back, thankfully. I think they should slow it down each time, just punish you. There should have been an item down here. Just saying. Oh my god, all those bats are back. There's a katsu curry I can eat that gets me more blood. But I honestly always forget I even have those. Okay, this guy I'm not gonna mess around with now that I know he's... could freaking knock me off, kill me instantly. Oh, I was about to go there for safety, but hang on. Oops, wrong button. Do this, do this. Freeze him, please. Freeze him. Freeze him? Why did my freezy guy not do anything? Okay. That was weird. For some reason my freezy guy never went off. Oh, he's still alive. He has a third form? Oh, okay. Oh, the bastards could hit each other? That sucks. Like, I used the time slowdown to make sure it would hit, too. Here we go.
Hey, Romeo. You're getting closer.
Are you at the top of this place?
I will be waiting for you with a fillet of legendary Tajima beef. The finest in the world.
Is the big reveal that it's just Judd Nelson the whole time?
I've never heard of it. Is it really that good?
It will melt in your mouth. Shouldn't we get to know each other better before we fight?
I do love steak.
So you'll accept my dinner invitation then?
Happy to.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
It doesn't ring a tone. It doesn't ring a bell to me that is Judd Nelson, but it said Judd Nelson was in the game, and I don't know who he has been at this point, if he was already heard. At the same time, I don't know if Judd Nelson has an incredibly distinct voice that I would immediately pick it up. Also, you know what I just realized? This is the first time we're fighting in subspace. I don't know why that just clicked with me right now. Okay, this is... I guess I'll do this because why not? It's here. I think we're pretty close to the end. Why does Romeo have to motorboat the pharmacies? Well, I wasn't thinking of it like that, but I kept thinking like, when you're like a kid and you sit too close to the TV, he's putting his face like right on the screen. Oh. My stun is so high that I was able to wombo combo him before he could do anything back. Yeah, exit this. Might be the right way. Crap, I missed. The laser's quite strong when it hits. I must feel a lot off of the Bloody Summer now. There it is to the left. Whoa, this is a different area? Why didn't they have this aesthetic in here? Maybe they did like once and I just forgot, but it's like a change of scenery. I feel like they should have did that more. Okay. There's just that one room.
Warning. Warning.
We took a stop in Raccoon City. Got half the health of the freaking skeleton dude. Just like that. Pretty good. Yeah, that's it.
Dead.
I still hate that his group sticks around after he dies. That's it? I guess it's not bad. It's not like it took too long. Use the power on this again. I have just enough red sentry for that. Why do you use the spaceship beam to get out when you use the rift to get in? I don't know. Maybe like it's for emergencies only. I have no idea. I don't know. Oh, okay. Someone should put a warning sign next to that hole. That's dangerous. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. It's just like a whole defunct thing that you never need anymore. They should have just put the weapons in the store, the Shirayabu store. It seems like another one of those things where at one point the game and items were going to be structured a certain way and then it changed and then it never, like maybe they wanted to keep some of how it was going to be. They didn't quite translate it to what it became very clean. Because it's definitely weird. If only I knew what being blue meant. Because I'm currently blue. It's weird. Sometimes a status effect hits you and it's like, oh, you can't use bastards now, or your mobility is down, or you're clearly sneezing. But I don't know what blue means. It's like, oh, I'm blue. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. Do-do-do-be-do-boo-do. Like, I'm guessing I'm weaker, or I take more damage or something, but I couldn't tell you. It means I'm sad. Looks like I'm cold, maybe, based on the little icon under my health bar, but what does that mean? Finally, they hid an item under the stairs. Potato. Gotta stay away from the edge. It's dangerous. Sometimes it's just that simple. I didn't even see what changed. I assume I'm going back in here? Oh, that ladder. That ladder wasn't there before either. You have to like let this guy transform into his next form. Oh, but he only has a weak point once, so you could save it for his strongest form and then hit his weak point, I bet. Okay, he dodged out of the way. Anyways, give me some blood. Don't push me. I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Everything Romeo says to me takes him one step closer to the edge, and he's about to break. I need a little room. Oh, for some reason I thought I had blood, but I didn't. That's also a reoccurring thing in Grasshopper games, is the use of blood as ammo or currency or so on and so forth. Because in Killer 7, you use blood for a few different purposes. I believe in Killer is Dead, use blood as ammo, if I remember correctly. Ammo for your gun. Ow. Stop it, you're bullying me. Oh. Oh, I would have missed this. Well, actually, I was gonna go down there anyways, wasn't What? I accidentally hit his weak spot. I was gonna try to save that. Did they use blood and blood plus? Probably. If someone translates that, maybe I could play that one day. Wow, one shot does 600, over 600 damage now. I wonder if I should just jump down to get that. I hope that's not a one-way door and I went the wrong way. I'm thinking it is. I goof. Oh, nope, it's open. Had to put all these freaking fat enemies down here. Oh my god, they're everywhere. I hope we get a follow-up with Jenny. I have no idea. Okay, should have seen that coming. Okay. Oh, I missed. Wait, they're right in front of me. I'll die. Oh. Didn't get all of them, but I got a couple of them. Yeah, I did try talking to her. You can interact with her at the moment. Oh, I missed. Ah. You're just too slow enough where if you missed a shot, then you can't get the next shot off before you hits you. Thanks. Oh my gosh. So. It was totally worth all the red sentry. There's a new safe spot up here. Oh, the director's office. Who's the director? Oh, no way! Yo! Holy crap, it's the visual novel from TSA style. That's sick. Okay, I love this game. Not 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. I've been looking forward to meeting you, Agent Romeo. Is that David Lynch? Excuse me? We've met Simmer before, haven't we? Good instincts are a sign of a skilled agent. Yeah. Have a seat at the table. I'm grilling a 16-ounce Tajima beef tenderloin steak as we speak. I want to voice it like David Lynch now at this point. The man in the Nirvana... Oh wait, that's Romeo talking. Uh-oh. The man in the Nirvana TV video. That was you? Oh, it's him! We do get to see him! I was always here all by my lonesome self, eating and you know what? I noticed that, the man in the TV had like a blue rose in his shirt. And I know the color blue is really important in a lot of David Lynch's... Like, it's often a very key color in a lot of his movies and stuff, because, in Mulholland Drive, there's a blue object. I don't want to say what it is if you haven't seen it. That's very important. Blue Velvet was a movie, and I believe in Twin Peaks, in it might have been in the movie or one of the older episodes. There's something. I know blue's a recurring thing, but it was one of those things that I noticed, but I didn't say anything. I don't know why. Sometimes I'd be doing that. Well, I was also monitoring you and the other agents at work. It was quite an exciting fight. What is it you want? We have much to talk about. Let's have a chat while we eat. Just who are you? I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? Oh, this is the... Okay, that's... Police is glitching there. So he's the head of the Space-Time Police. FBI Space-Time Police Director J.E.H. J? J-E. What could that be? Director, so you're our boss? I've become a god who can control space-time. Oh, J. Edgar Hoover. I forgot. That's right, the TV said that. I was sealed in time 5.67 billion years ago and was worshipped as the space-time king. It wasn't something I had wanted, of course. I was appointed and assigned here by the organization where I monitored and apprehended space-time fugitives. I learned the art of manipulating space-time from a space-time agent who had gone undercover before me, and I became the highest powered administrator of space-time. It doesn't have to be me, you know. I wonder if they made him look like David Lynch here at the last minute, because David Lynch did die last year. So maybe it was kind of like an honor or whatever, like a shout out. But someone has to glare through space-time and nip the tearing of the seams in the bud. Otherwise somebody could end up destroying space-time, like a certain someone. Am I boring you with my story? It's not that, I just can't keep up with what's going on. I see, but I myself am bored. I've been managing space-time from this room for so long. Human history is, Bacchus and agonizing. Time travel is torture. Genocide and nuclear weapons, horrific scenes burned into my eyes forever. That's why I chose death. What? You can't do that? Vacuous. Oh, vacuous, I see. What happened? I told you, I've become a god who can control space-time. Time will not allow me to die. You're being controlled by time? Experiencing this pain of death over and over again just makes me want to die, somehow by any means possible. Then I discovered you. So he wants us to kill him. Oops. I merged with death in the deepest recesses of my memory. I don't understand what that means. After discovering your existence while monitoring everything, I gradually intervened, bringing your attention to me. A thought. It was a simple thought. I sent a thought telling you to come here. When you're dealt with space-time as long as I have, telekinesis is child's play. If they made J. Edgar Hoover look like David Lynch, that would suck. I wouldn't want to be associated with that guy. I mean, it's all, you know, these really fantasized, fictionalized versions of, like, I wouldn't say we should take at all any seriousness of it connecting it with the real life J. Edgar Hoover. It's, think of it like Abraham Lincoln Zombie Slayer or Werewolf, whatever that movie was where Abraham Lincoln was like killing supernatural, like that's how I kind of look at it anyways. What about Juliet? What is she? Vampire. It was the one thing I didn't say, of course. It's funny, I saw that movie, but I guess I forgot. They're undercover space-time agents. Well, former, rather. The four became space-time fugitives and disappeared into the end of space-time. What is Juliet trying to do? Ask her yourself. Where is she? Follow your instincts and continue onward, and a path will inevitably open up. The person waiting for you is sure to greet you with a smile. Then you will come to know the face behind that smile. I don't care where it is or what it means, I just want to see the smile one more time. Oh! Alright, perfectly done. Done a good job, allow me to thank you. There's no reason to leave such great power in the hands of criminals or visitors. Power should be wielded by a superior being who is clear-headed, thoughtful, and possesses both dignity and authority. Listen to the word of the Lord. Feast on the fruit of hope that glimmers in the sky. Is this some kind of a cult thing? Have you ever met a true God? Have you ever touched the will of the universe? It was... sounds like an occult thing. Oh! Silver Socks. Director, this is getting long. Silver Socks, who we believe is Sumio, we're not exactly certain. Thank you for finding the director for us, Agent Romeo. No, dead man. So this is who established the Space-Time Police. He's just an S-class criminal, captivated by an obsessed with space-time. He controlled space-time using his position as director. He created this ridiculous Subspace Hills place and has been hiding out for hundreds of millions of years. And you finally found him for us. He called himself Space-Time King. I mean, it's funny because Subspace Hills, they were kind of alluding like Beverly Hills. And I don't know if David Lynch lived in Beverly Hills specifically, but I know he lived most of his life in LA. He's a devil of space-time, not even worth killing. Damn. Silver Socks, I'll go now. Alright, you go ahead. Please leave the rest to me. You can rest easy. The director will be imprisoned in Schrodinger's cat? A cat? Dead man, take care. He'll be stuck in the paradox of not knowing if he's alive or dead? I think it is. To me, it looks just like him. Like, I mean, obviously it can't literally be him one-to-one, because they can't do that. And usually when they reference someone who looks kind of, it's gonna be a little off, but... like, the glasses could be like what makes it... you know... what do you call it? I forget the term for it, but when... oh, look, that's not that person. They have this one little different thing, so it can't be them. What I don't want you to misunderstand, the director of the FBI who oversees the space-time police is also a mysterious figure. All that is known about him is that he's approximately 6 feet tall, estimated to be in his mid-60s, always wears a tasteful black suit, enjoys eating steak, and drinks what appears to be coffee. The name JEH is self-proclaimed, and much of his background and career history is unknown. Clearly concealed intentionally, the concealment is likely the director's own choice. The reason for this is thought to be that due to the nature of his position of director of the FBI, he's likely target for assassination and violent attacks. It's mainly a matter of security measures. If that really is the case, then it's honestly a very cowardly way of thinking. Perhaps timidity is the essence of this man's character. What I don't want you to misunderstand is I'm not criticizing him. In a way, being cautious can even be a good thing. The real courage of a leader lies somewhere between being cautious and being bold. The question is whether he's also actually bold, whether or not he still has that youthful recklessness that young people tend to have. Wait, was that the door I just came out of? Oops. Damn it. Well, Silver Socks basically said this guy's crazy and he's a criminal and we're going to trap him forever. And we've been looking for him. And Romeo wasn't exactly gelling with what he was saying either. He's like, this sounds like an occult thing. But I don't know necessarily that you're supposed to see him as a villain or a good person. He's just kind of a strange character. The bats are only specifically taking 199. It's like they're only taking their health, their full health amount of damage now, but before they were taking more. I don't know if I'm just like accidentally hitting them with splash damage or something. Oh, there's a wall there I can't see. Sorry, you can't hit me while I'm meditating. By the way, did you know David Lynch was heavily into transcendental meditation? Wait, isn't the name of this chapter also called Transience? Really makes you wonder. Oh no! God damn it. Oy vey. At least the checkpoint is right there. And now I gotta find these guys and... You're blocking? Since what could enemies block? Get out of here with that. Wait, and then I hit another orb, and we came over here. Yeah, I know they're different words. I'm half joking. I mean, you could even say, like, it could be referring to his character in Twin Peaks. Is his character in Twin Peaks not literally in the FBI? I mean, I don't know how much of, like, a straight-up David Lynch fan Suda might have been, or how much of his stuff he has seen, but I know he did actually really like Twin Peaks. Which makes sense because it was really popular in Japan in general. No! Okay, well, there's a note down here. Clearly I saw the note and I came down here on purpose. Let's see. Closing space-time. The only effective method that can be considered to prevent local destruction caused by the collapse of space-time and the accelerated increase in entropy is closing space-time itself. Connect the beginning and end on a scale of hundreds of millions of years to form a circle. You may think that once the circle is formed, the same history will repeat itself, but that's not actually the case. When you return to the beginning, time follows a different trajectory from the previous time, but still leads to the same end. It's easier to understand if you think of the trajectory of time as unfolding in a spherical shape rather than a circular one. The operation is being carried out by the band members, or perhaps I should say had been, since it has been ongoing for quite some time. I once wondered why they all were involved at all. The answer was simple. If they weren't, then the heat death of the universe would come much sooner than expected. He's a regional bureau chief, not director. Well, I know, but it's not gonna literally be the exact same title. Like, I'm just saying, like, we shouldn't look at it as a one-to-one thing, like, oh, if... It's a weird, absurdist thing where they're using the name J. Edgar Hoover because that's someone who was involved with starting the FBI as, you know, as we know it. It's already an absurd concept because it's like a space-time police version in the game. So if it is indeed a reference to David Lynch in any degree, I want to compare it to, like, exactly how real life is. Because I'll be honest, I don't know that much about J. Edgar Hoover. I know you're saying that, I'm assuming from what you're saying that he did a lot of bad stuff. I don't really know much about him. So to me, it's, you know, for the layman, I don't know much more beyond just, you know, they were involved with starting the FBI. And I also don't think David Lynch would be offended at, like, if he was being referenced, like, on top of, like, a straight-up villain character, because it's a fictional piece of media. Like, it's not. Here's my original character, Chancellor Ah, and I made him look like you. I was just thinking about that, actually. Like, if someone, I was literally thinking about that earlier, like, if someone referenced me in a joking manner and I'm like the villain, and because to me that's funny, because I'm nothing like that. So it's like silly. How would I get that? And there's more orbs I haven't even touched yet. Okay, here we go. I mean, Hitler specifically, I guess that would be the literal worst possible person you could, like, put someone as a reference to. So, like, if you're gonna exaggerate, that's literally the most exaggerated option you could choose. I mean, I see what you're saying, I just don't think... I don't know. God damn it. Oh, okay. No, I literally didn't see you mention that. That might have, maybe YouTube blocked that message. That is pretty messed up, though. Two doors. Okay, a little more than 2 doors. But no, thinking on the Twin Peaks, because I wasn't even thinking about that before. Like, to me, that makes it make even more sense. That, like, oh, well, his character was literally, he played a character that was part of that group. So, like, well, that would be, you know, it would be funny to reference him. Of course, it was, the main detective who was known for drinking coffee, right? Was it Dale Cooper? It's been so long. I do want to rewatch Twin Peaks pretty soon and like actually finish the whole series. The main thing I remember about David Lynch's character is that he was very hard of hearing. I don't have to fight you. It's like I totally like I get what you're saying, like that there's a big history of the FBI and a lot of horrible corrupt things they've done. Oops, my controller just. But I think most of the time, like when you're seeing FBI in fictional media, they're just kind of using it as a way to do fun things. I don't think they're really trying to consider the history of the actual real life. It's like the X-Files, like they're in the FBI, but it's like they're dealing with aliens and like supernatural stuff and all that, and it's like, it's unfortunate that the real life FBI has that history, but...
I've been here all this time, Romeo. Waiting for you. I want to apologize for what happened.
And I think if X-Files was allowed to do that for as long as it did, I think it's okay if they do this for one game.
I'm sorry too. I just can't forgive you. I wish I could go back to that day.
So do I.
But we can't.
What? Wait, what? Oh, this has to be an alternate Romeo, right? Why does he have laser vision?
Has the nightmare come true?
Forgive me. Please.
Yeah.
There was Lorelei. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird because they looked normal too. I'm guessing none of this is going to be explained. I see what you're saying, Davidson, that the Heinous Crimes Unit, or is it the Adjustment Bureau in the 25th Ward? You know what's a funny reoccurring thing in a lot of Grasshopper games that a lot of people don't usually bring up is the concept of the United States Postal Service actually being a powerful law enforcement corporation, or not just law enforcement, but a secret organization. I'm not sure how you would describe it. It comes up directly in the Silver case, I think in 25th Ward specifically. Like literally that is a thing in 25th Ward. There is a, like, postmen show up and they do secret, like, assassination jobs and stuff. And I didn't put this connection together for a long time. But then in Killer 7, Almeida works as a postal worker before he ends up ascending into a cult leader. And then in No More Heroes, Destroy Man, his alter ego is as a postal worker when he's not Destroy Man. So it's just funny. And I think I remember like looking into it one time, like why does Suda like to reuse this idea of these like postal workers being like these secret killers and stuff, or just something like not necessarily always killers, but just like a secret like stuff going on. And I forget what it was, but there's something in like Japanese history that might link to why he thought to do that. I can't remember what it was. It might have been like there was some I can't remember. I have to look into it again. But they're I don't want to just make something up, but it might have been something to do with like attempted post bombings or something that there was happening at some point. And I don't think it's something that he ever said himself. I think it was something that I saw someone theorizing about. It was like an event that happened in Japan. And that's like stuff that would be really interesting to ask him about, but whenever I look at people asking him questions, especially at convention, it's always just, is Lollipop Chainsaw getting a remake? When it is getting a remake and he has nothing to do with it. That's one of the most painful things, seeing someone who you would love to ask questions get asked really bad questions. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't lie and say that I can necessarily come up with a great question on the spot for someone that I really would like to hear from. But hopefully, like if I knew I was going to get the opportunity, I would try to think ahead and come up with some good ones. But yeah, maybe. You're saying it was kind of like Labyrinth with David Bowie? That kind of thing? Did I climb up here already? Oh, no. I came from this one. I was thinking about Destroy Man with this game after watching the Deathman gameplay for No More Heroes 3, since he's got a similar sort of dying and then getting repaired by technology thing going on. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. It's funny because they already had a design for another version of Destroy Man after No More Heroes 3. Like, no, during the development of No More Heroes 3, they had, like, another version of him designed, because they showed the concept art for it. Which is pretty funny. Wait. Like, you don't even know if you're ever going to make another game when you already have a design for him again. Oh, with respect to, I see. Yeah, I was kind of confused about what that was supposed to be. I gotta make sure this guy dies. Ow. You gonna transform again? It always. freeze him. I don't want to mess around. Oh my god, there's so many. Yeah, it could have been, like, it could have been originally planned for, the same game, that's true. I know he always has, Suda always comes up with a lot of ideas. He always says, oh, we wanted to do this, but I couldn't, or we wanted to do this, but we couldn't. Like, it's every game. I had heard something about this game already before it even came out. He's like, yeah, originally we wanted to do this, but then we ended up... Oh, you know what it was? He wanted to, he wanted to bring back... What's his name? The Lord of the Underworld from Shadows of the Damned. I can't remember. His name's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. Which is apparently Midorikawa's dad. Fleming, thank you. 'Cause she's the daughter of the Underworld. Yeah. Anyways, Suda said he wanted to bring him back for this game and wasn't able to. He already tried to get him back for No More Heroes 3 and wasn't able to do that either, which is too bad. The idea he had for No More Heroes 3, it would have been really cool, because when Travis gets, you know, attacked when he's on the toilet towards the end of the game, originally he was going to die and go to the underworld, and he was going to have to work his way to Fleming, I guess, and then... There's some somber music playing right now. He was basically going to get Fleming to resurrect him and bring him back, which is how he would come back, which I think would have been really cool. I'm not sure what it would have added to the game. Part of the problem, it was already... There's not really enough space for its own characters to breathe. Well, I don't think it necessarily needed to be like... I mean, it could have just been a cutscene. I don't know if it was going to be like a whole mission you played or whatever. But I like it because it would have helped explain Travis getting killed and then coming back. Because that is just kind of random. And I know you don't have to take it that seriously. It doesn't really need an explanation. But it would have been neat if it both had a better explanation and it made sense to cameo a character from another game. Because it's like, well, Fleming is literally the Lord of the Underworld. If Travis died, it would make sense he would go there. You know, he's done a lot of bad stuff. He's going to hell. And then he's already made friends with Midorikawa, which is his, you know, Fleming's daughter. So, oh, you mean in this game? Yeah, that's why I was saying I think it would have been best in No More Heroes 3 to have the cameo. In here, I don't know exactly what he had in mind for it. The only thing I can think of is in No More Heroes 3, they do say that all of Fu and all of his alien friends come from like the black hole prison. And I think that was another version of it, is that Travis was going to go to the black hole prison and come back. And presumably that's where they met Midorikawa. She must have been in the black hole prison too. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know specifically. In No More Heroes 3, it's really obvious where it would have fit in and how it would have worked. Here, I don't know. Yeah, I would have to hear what his idea was. That is true. Romeo does die a couple times, so maybe that's... And funnily enough, what they ended up doing with Travis instead of the meeting with Fleming was he was in pixel mode and gets resurrected by Deathman, I guess, who kind of rejects him. And then in this one, you go to Pixel World as well in a very similar art style. Anyways, this might be the final boss? Let's see.
So this is where you've been.
I thought you'd come. I knew you'd find this place.
You're the real one. I finally found you.
But we're all real.
The real
The
Juliet, but
ones you killed were also the real me. But I guess defining real is somewhat difficult.
Just what are you? What brought you to me?
What a mundane question. Is that really what you came to ask?
I want to save this world. Are you the one destroying it?
The answer is simple. I did it to see you. I destroyed the world in order to see you, Romeo.
Why?
I wonder. I think my consciousness is making me do it. For the sake of the New World Order.
the NWO.
Am I supposed to understand what you're talking about?
I'm going to destroy this world. And create a new one. It's really simple. Do you understand me now?
You can't. The world has been plunged into a nightmare.
Oh, look at the time. I'll be waiting over there.
No, not the ooh-woo, the new woo. Get it right. Can I go back and... Oh, no. Oh wait, I didn't even look at my possible upgrades. I got all distracted because we were talking about the game stuff. Well, you know, apologies if I don't know how to pronounce the furry terms. Oops. I can try. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, we have so much red sentry now. But unfortunately... Okay, a couple of these we can upgrade. Let's max out that power. Breakability could go up a bit. We're not gonna be able to do it again though. I don't know if those predate furries. To me, I see that and that to me, like, nothing against furries, you know. They can do them. I'm just maybe not an expert on their culture.
Shutting down.
Alright, let's go through the hyper Clista gate. They were just Clista gates before, right? This one's hyper Clista gate. Looks like he's skiing or skating, roller skating. Oh look, there's one final challenge area.
What a beautiful place.
Well, actually, I could also go back to the ship and and buy some
What do
more.
you think is waiting up ahead? Oh yeah. I'm on my own now.
No, Grandpa's not here. So sad.
Guessing in here will be where things end.
Oh my god, that is a hyper Clista, alright.
I've come so far now that I think about it. I was killed by that white devil that day. Grandpa brought me back to life. I became Dead Man. Dead, yet still alive. Just what was all this amazing power for? Did
For
Grandpa
fun.
know all along that things would turn out this way? Then is Grandpa the real man behind the curtain?
They did mention other versions of the grandpa that might
It's
not
just
be
my imagination
good.
running wild again. Whenever anything happened, Grandpa would dive into his research, always anticipating the unexpected. He simply created a power that could save the world, a little bit at a time, in secret. But if this power was discovered, it'd be considered a threat. He trusted me. He entrusted me with this power to ensure that it wouldn't be taken away, to bring the world back to normal. Oh. Okay. So he's come to take this power. Maybe destroying space-time was just a trap to lure me here. If so, that's pretty interesting. I think I'll take him up on his invitation.
Oh my god, why did the floor do
Time
that
to
for a
get
second?
moving.
That was scary. Speaking of Grandpa, power. Shortly after becoming a founding member of the Space-Time Police, Juliet Dendrobium was thrown into an unknown subspace during a time jump accident and subsequently trapped there. Wait, Juliet was a founding member? Also, wasn't she DJ Dendrobium as well? There, Juliet experienced a sense of transcendence over time. Transcendental. No, I'm just kidding. A discovery of her true self and a union with an overwhelmingly expansive intelligence. It's what is known as a mystical experience. She encountered something beyond human understanding, and is there she found her purpose in life. Whether or not it is something that will bring true goodness and beauty to the universe is another matter altogether. At that time, she also acquired practical skills, basically what amount to monstrous powers. She can replicate herself and mimic other things. She can also whisper to others and bestow some of her skills upon them. When she escaped from that place herself, the sheer force of her power caused a rift in space-time. She then traveled back in time and began to appear in the future. She met you, fell in love with you, and then came to hate you. She tried to save you, then gave up. She betrayed you and tried to distort history. She searched for a path to try to reorganize the world. She yearned in despair. Juliet became a woman possessing every power and emotion imaginable. She got high on space magic. I mean, when you've like lived through a nigh infinite amount of different timelines, like I could see how that could drive you crazy. Right, but speaking of Grandpa, actually, let me shouldn't take me more than a few minutes, but let me make sure my grandpa's good for the night, like just so he doesn't interrupt me in the middle of the boss fight or something. That would suck. So I'm gonna be right back. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah. Well actually, let's do this little challenge thing real quick. I'm gonna take that hard, we're an expert now. Maybe we could actually utilize the multi Bloody Summer combo for fun. Ow. One. Got him. Big word. Big word. The exit this way. Oh, that's just this. Whoa, I've never seen one of those in here. Before. Oh crap. Oh my god, I didn't hit anything. That was horrible. You know what would make these more fun? If they had mutators to spice up the challenge. Like, enemies don't have weak points but take more damage, while your health is constantly draining but you get increased blood drain. Yeah, that's true. Damn it. Block that. Oh. And they really like these enemies. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Instead of it just being random little dungeons. Dang, dead end. Is that the entrance? I think that's the... I like how this is just in the room forever. I did myself dirty. I didn't see the exit, so I turned around, but then that was the dead end. Must be farther off. This song that plays here sometimes, it almost reminds me of the music in like Smash Bros. Melee or Brawl, like the remix of like the Metroid or the Star Fox music, like where they have a lot of like lead guitars. All that just to get blasted. Hold on, see. Oh, nice. Oh, we killed him so quick that time. Need plenty of red sentry. Oh, really? It's extra mushy? I kept forgetting to try increasing the bit rate. My bad. On exit, where are you? Wait, I think I saw it to the left. Maybe. Very little. Oh, I wasn't reloaded. Ow. Not dead. Gonna have a third form. Yeah, the frozen one's pretty good. Glad we found that one. I think we're getting close. Oh, we're there. I was kind of hoping there'd be one final badge but it is a good amount of sentry at least. Secretary. Sentry. No, it is called sentry. Why did I say secretary? I can't remember a dang thing. Because it helps you do your job better, yeah. Maybe. We don't even need any more red at this point, we just need greens. Oh wait, of course we need red. Why? Alright, so real quick, actually let's save for, because I should have a lot of Flosion now to just spend, because I'm not using it for stats anymore.
Shutting down.
So real quick, I think I should just spend the rest of my float. Oh yeah, and then. Wait. Here we go. We're at the climax, huh? Now's not the time to be scared. The director would have loved to meet him. Was he a Humalian or what? Humalian.
That's right.
Okay, we don't need any of these rare. I'm just gonna sell all my seeds. None of them are epic. All these ingredients I don't really need here. Okay. I should probably see how much I need.
Hello?
Exactly, so I'm not just buying random. Wait. I need 5 more reds or 3 more green. I don't think I'll be able to afford 5 reds, but we'll see.
That's right.
Yeah, the Arcadia has been fully upgraded since last stream. Yeah, we can't afford 5 reds, so we have to just get 3 greens for now, I guess.
Agent Romeo.
Let me just see what everyone says right now since it's...
Uh-huh.
I'm ready for you anytime, kid. Jenny. Whoa! Ah, okay. TikTok boys just... Wait, what the heck? I could have sworn I upgraded this all the way. I swear it was all maxed out. What? I am so confused. So it needed 4 more reds. Damn it. That's kind of annoying. I wonder if I could sell enough to get 4 reds. Probably not. I just bought those greens. How the heck did I mess that up? I would need like 8,000 more. I don't think I have anything that could give me that much. You know, I'm never gonna use any of these pills. Maybe you know, maybe that's not true. Maybe the final boss, it'll be really important. I don't know. I wish I had sold a lot of my bastard seeds. Yeah, we should be fine, you're right. It's just weird, I could have sworn. Wait, why does it say I have... Oh, I see. Wait, it says I have 3 red sentries to sell? Didn't it say I only had 1 in the upgrade screen? Oh, I just bought them. I'm dumb. I'll just upgrade what I can then. I'll hold off on that just in case I can upgrade my sword eventually. Just talk to everyone real quick.
Romeo.
You got the whole world on your shoulders.
Hey, Romeo.
Your mom believes in you, Romeo. Thank you. Has an earthy aroma. Crass about everything. There's 100 miles per hour fastball. 100 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. Lost their glasses. Aww.
Romeo!
Just 2 thunder chain. I could fuse the purifying zone with something I already used. And let's see. Crossbow. Ooh, Frostzone does have a higher win rate. If I lost it, that would suck though. Sure, let's go for it. What? Oh no! It turned into something else! Well, it did make a legendary one, I guess, but I don't think this is going to be very helpful for a boss fight. Crap. Unless the bosses couldn't be frozen anyways. Okay, maybe... That's fine, I guess. Interesting. So it can turn into something other than what it says it's going to turn into. Now, I don't want to lose Slow Ballad for sure. Let's see if we do like Green Tornado plus... Oh, I see. You're picking which one is the primary and which one's the... the sub. first place. So that probably dictates which one you're trying to keep. I wonder if the animation was special. We might have missed it. Oh well. Whoa, this is a new one too. It's an epic. A series of shots are fired. Oh, I mean, we've had epic ones before. Oh, wait, this is it. This is the one you were telling me about. What the heck? Okay, well, we'll have to try that out then. Probably the last time, so make some killer ones. Interesting, okay. I'm a little sad I've lost my freezing one, but at least it turned into a legendary, so it must be good, right? Wait, where is it? Oh, I need a planet. Forgot, you have to do that extra step. That's a pretty crazy looking one. Oh yeah, you know what I was thinking about earlier? In a way, the bastards are kind of like a replacement for the skill chips in No More Heroes and Travis Strikes Again. Well, this one looks crazy too, holy crap. Always spills milk, Michael. Alright. So... have the multi-laser. Gozu does the weak spot. Slow ballad. Weaken flowers, then... Alright. We'll see if... Gozu sounds like it's good in normal combat, I just don't know if it's really gonna do anything. Oh, sorry, weaken. You're right. Gozu's the one we probably won't get anything... We won't be able to get much out of fighting the boss. My bad. Where is that? Here we go. Oh, it's already equipped. Okay. We could try Gozu and see if it does anything with the boss. I mean, it's fine if we don't win the first time. Actually, before we go, I want to check real quick. I want to see if there's anything new out here. Why is space... Oh, I guess this is signifying that space-time is falling apart. Yeah, they did kind of keep saying that, didn't they? Alright. Any last words? Oh, you believe in me. Okay, thanks. Final Sanctum Penthouse Hyperclistive. Penthouse? Okay, I guess there was a... You know what's funny? I just thought about it. The subspace is always an alternate, like, dimension version of another area. But in this case, we went directly to the subspace of this area. So this must represent another area, like in the normal world. Two crucial elements. In order to delay the schedule even slightly, we must repair the shattered world, build the closed system, and maintain it. We must support the world so that it continue to exist permanently. To do so, two key elements are necessary. One who desires strongly, and one who holds fast and true. That is the story of Juliet and Romeo. Not to be confused with the story of Romeo and Juliet. It's completely different. So are they saying they're keeping us in this constant state in order to keep the universe stable? Is that what they're trying to say? Like Romeo needs to be in a constant state of longing.
Shutting down.
Here we go. I guess we don't need a key for this one. Okay. I didn't know he could do that, but I guess he can. We're the two catalysts. It's a pretty room.
You doesn't know pain or injury. Would you laugh at the scars of others?
Romeo? Is that you, Romeo?
I want to tell
Art
you,
thou Romeo?
lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow,
Oh no.
that tips with silver all these fruit treetops of the forest that I can see when I close my eyes.
Swearing by the moon. How melancholic. But the moon is a symbol of transience. Your heart too will change someday.
Whether it changes or not, the moon will be gazing down on you.
I hate Shakespeare.
Well, I like him.
You have surprisingly old-fashioned tastes.
Plays have hearts of their own.
I'm mainly into hard sci-fi myself. Steel speaks to my soul more than
Hard
love.
sci-fi.
It was fun. The time I spent with you.
Those sound like parting words.
Am I gonna fight you?
I wonder, can I call my pet in?
I don't like Shakespeare. I was actually gonna say that too. I hated reading Shakespeare in school. I had this conversation earlier, like recently, I want to say.
Hi, hello. So you finally come.
That's your pet?
Isn't he cute?
Conjoined astronaut?
I don't know what to call it.
On some day, in some era, on some Monday, at some time,
Some Monday. Wasn't that one of the,
during some season, I'll be waiting
wasn't
for
that the
you.
first boss of the game, like a random Monday or something?
I'll go see you.
What? I hope that was supposed to be muted.
This doesn't look like a pet. It looks more like some kind of final boss. Okay. Let's finish this story.
Well, I have something going on then, because it's not like a one specific story I didn't like, I just don't like his writing. I hated reading it because it's like every single line I had to like take 10 minutes to decipher. Like it's hard for me to get into a story if it's hard for me to like absorb the information that I'm reading. And Shakespeare, like the whole thing, it's like having to read another language, which it kind of is because it's older English. Unless there's versions of it out there where it's like adapted to more modern English.
I'm famous intergalactic naked.
What? Okay. Push. Ow. Did a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. Let's see if this does anything. Yeah, it's not, there's no rotters for it to corrupt, so I think this one's useless. I need to change the Gozu. I guess I'll change it. Every day is like Monday, there you go. Was I reading one of the plays? Let's see, which Shakespeare did I read? I'm pretty sure we read Romeo and Juliet. Because I remember after we watched the weird, like, modern day adaptation. Well, it's like a 90s movie, but it was like, you know, relatively modern. That was pretty funny. What else did we... I read... What's the one where the king is going crazy? I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I should probably focus on this first. King Lear, was it? The Madness of King Lear? Is that one? Sounds about right. But it's like, it's not even the stories. Like, the problem was I couldn't, it was so hard to understand just sentences. That's why I didn't like it. I just hated reading it in general. This is gonna be a tough boss. This might be the worst gun to have for this boss fight, and we like put all of our last resources into it. Because the thing is, you want to kill those cubes, and the gun cannot really destroy the cubes very quickly. I might have to swap back to, like, this. Ugh, but it's so underleveled. I don't know. Maybe I would have liked it more as a play, I don't know. But I remember just mainly reading them.
Okay. Let's finish this story. Time to kick ass!
I'm famous.
Pretty sure I remember reading the one where it's like, "'Tis nobler in the mind to yada yada," because I feel like I remember I had to memorize that speech he does, as well as like the more you could memorize it, the... Oh my god, stop! What are you doing? I literally don't know what Romeo was doing there. Like, I was trying to stop aiming and run. Forgot all my bastards. Not all of them can attack from a distance. I kind of wish I had my freezing one still. Oh, he moved away from my time slowdown. Like that. Let's see how this does. Hamlet, that's right. That's a pretty good amount of damage, and I healed. And he got stunned even. Ow. Okay. I was in the middle of my heavy attack, so I couldn't stop. Blood gain up actually might be helpful here. You had to memorize Mark Antony's funeral. There was another class I had where we were able to pick what we wanted to memorize, and I got really lucky because one of the things you could choose was Ozymandias or Ozymandias, however you would say it. And the only reason I was lucky for that is because there was a promo for Breaking Bad's final season where Bryan Cranston reads Ozymandias, so that was like really fresh in my head. Yeah, shoot your own thing. Why are you still like, I don't know what, sometimes he just holds the gun. Let me look at the replay there. What were you doing, Romeo? Oh, my video is really far back. I hate that. Hang on. Let me see. Pulled the gun out. Okay. Oh, I guess he was just reloading. But there's no way to interrupt the reload. I feel like there is. I don't know. I need to lock in clearly. Oh, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar. Okay. I know which one you're talking about. You know what's funny? The first time I ever heard that wasn't in a class. It was from The Little Rascals. There's an episode where one of the kids in The Little Rascals is trying to recite that in a play. He keeps getting interrupted. So now I'm just imagining Pac as a little rascal. Ow. It takes so long to reload that you're just completely open. You know what? The weak spot. Oh, there's the weak spots. Hang on. God damn it! He was wombo comboing me. I couldn't dodge that whole time. I saw the okay. So the floating shapes, the 3D objects, were getting the weak spots on them. That's why they were changing colors. But it can get onto the boss too. You gotta watch Little Rascals in class? What? That's lucky. The only reason it's funny, the only reason I really knew the Little Rascals that well is because my great-grandpa was a big fan of them, so he got me a VHS tape box set when I was really little with a bunch of episodes on it. Now don't get me wrong, it's a really old show. It's like almost 100 years old at this point. Not even a show. I mean, we think of them as shows now, but stuff like that back then were just short films. Oh wait, no, they were just turning red on their own. But anyways, what point was I making? So I'm sure there is a lot of dated stuff in Little Rascals which wouldn't fly today, understandably. But there is a lot of like pretty decent stuff in there too. Like it was actually cool that like that they had members of the group. They had black kids in the group for how long ago it was. Because I remember reading a thing where the creator, like a lot of people said like, oh, you can't have black kids in the Little Rascals. And he said, why not? Like they're, you know, they're kids too. At the same time though, like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of dated stuff that isn't the best. It's pretty much unavoidable, unfortunately, when your media goes back that far. I shouldn't have healed off of that. I shouldn't have healed off. Oh, I'm stupid. Forgot what abilities were where. Yeah, his own weapon could hit his own things, right? That's what it seemed like. Why don't you shoot him? Whoa, that's new. Okay. Go for it. What does that do? Because it looked like it did nothing. Weakened flower. Oh. I don't see any weak spots on him. Oh god, what's he doing? A spirit bomb? Do I shoot it? Oh god. Nope, I just get hit by it. Yeah, that's too bad that it was for a crappy class. I don't think Weakened Flower is working on this guy. I should have kept my ice guy. Not that I was planning on not keeping my ice guy. I wonder if there's a way to like have an experiment with trying to shoot it because I can't reload. Oh, it worked. Those inputs were like 5 seconds inputted in, because when you saw me turn the camera to the side, I was trying to run away. But instead, Romeo was finishing reloading and then shooting. Very weird, but okay. Oh, there's a flower on his arm? Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay. Cool. Is that a resurrect? Oh, there is a resurrect. They're finally giving me resurrect options. If I can land on it. Red. I'll take it. I don't think this boss is as badly designed as some of the other bosses that I really hated. It's not my favorite, but I think part of it is my gun is really bad for this boss, but that's the gun I committed to, so that's not good. I also have some of my bastards that maybe I should have kept, would have helped more. Man, bastard got in my way. The flower's gone. I don't... Oh wait, is it? Oh no, it's on his hand. Oh my god, that did a ton of damage. Actually hit a weak spot. What is this? New? Okay. Hello? Okay. He just nuked the place. Okay, the lasers missed everything. That's... Hello? Is this an insta-kill? Nope. Almost. Oh, I might be dead here. Only way I could get health back now. I swear my gun was doing 600 damage and then something happened. Started doing less. Ooh, I must have hit a weak spot. Oh, he moved, you jerk. I have to hit him while he's doing this? That didn't seem possible to hit him while he was doing that. Like he was right there and I was trying to hit him. Also, the charge took about 1 second. So it's not like you even had much time to even get to where you could try to deal with it. Oh well. We'll just win via the revives. It's fine with me. Like that too, it's like some like, oh, I'm gonna suck you in and do a lot of damage move, but you don't know when he's gonna do it. So if you're in front of him already, he just hits you with it. I'm shocked it let me jump over those. Might do it. Alright. Romeo is an ascendant, man. Thank God for those revives. That's all let's say about that. So mash. Well, he said it. I'm not sure what he meant by it.
Now, we are on the same channel at last.
Right, like usually there's an animation that leads up to that finishing blow, right?
Thinking you were some strange life form.
While I cannot explain it properly, the correct term would be interstellar life form.
I've met you before. A long time ago.
I am impressed that you remember.
When I was a kid, there was a dream I'd have whenever I got a fever. Go into a spaceship sunk in the lake. You would be on board.
I was transmitting data inside your dreams. Under specific conditions, the data will deploy inside your brain.
It sounds interesting. What did you do to my brain?
You have been programmed to come here, to the appointed place.
This place?
This is the holy ground upon which you will eradicate me and become the next ruler.
It's a load of horseshit.
Horseshit. What an interesting word. Ah, I am about to disappear.
I don't really get what's going on. I guess I'm being entrusted with something, huh?
That is generally correct.
Do you have a name?
Please remember me as Yakumo.
Why did it say 89? Wait, Yakumo? Wait,
Mysteries of my memory has
wait,
finally
wait.
been solved.
Wait, what?
In the end, space-time will be restored with the disappearance of my existence.
Hang on a second, that's... What? I'm gonna try to focus on the ending here, but I'm not gonna forget that, they just said... First off, it said 89 Mo in the subtitles, but it said Yakumo. It was all a dream the whole time. Hey, we didn't spill the coffee. Did you have the same nightmare again? It wasn't a nightmare, more of a mysterious dream. Oh, look at the outside. Looks like you slept well. It felt like a really long trip. Like I was in the space between dreams and reality. The weather's nice today, Romeo. Perfect for going for a drive. This brightness, it's so warm. It's a great morning. Today just absolutely sucks. Did you see that though? Like, it looks like they're not in space anymore. Romeo Stargazer. Oh, okay. It's the ending. Okay, well at least we could see who freaking Judd Nelson voiced, because I have no idea. Is it like one of the bosses? Oh, Judd Nelson voiced Jay. Okay, it was the person on the phone. I didn't like recognize the voice, but I was just guessing. Right, we didn't hear half the characters. Also, I bet this would have been muted right now if I didn't turn off streamer mode. How much you want to bet? This would have been complete silence. Music is very important in visual storytelling media to help set a tone or synergize with the tone of the story. But anyways, the Yakumo is something I've only ever heard before referenced in Killer 7. The Yakumo is this mysterious and incredibly powerful document, which is one of the... You know how I talked before about the... Oh, is he getting older on the right there? Oh! That must be the JEH. On the right there, he's getting older. I respect silent film, although silent film usually would use music backing it when being shown to audiences, so that's not exactly even they usually use music. I just watched some silent stuff last night by Salvador Dali. Yeah, I think he's getting older as the text is going through. But yeah, the Yakumo it's one of those story layers where the Yakumo is like one of the most important things. I would argue that it's kind of the like a micro level. Oh, hang on. Time of Promise. Yeah, so that is what the main. Wait, a short cooking video posted on a certain social media platform, a Luna suggestion went viral thanks to her motherly demeanor. Is this like this is where they ended up? Credits? Like from like an 80s movie? Went on to publish several cookbooks. Recently, she keeps herself fairly busy, occasionally appearing on local TV, etc. Yeah, that is, sorry, I want to... Like her mother, after continuing to post videos of her singing on social media, she sparked a viral sensation in Southeast Asia and landed on the global viral charts of a major music streaming service. However, pressured by her boyfriend Yoji, she suddenly got married and abruptly retired at 23? That sucks. Boneface. Fact, that you're right. The portrait artist from Travis Strikes Again eventually ended up with 2 daughters and a son. She has been raising them up healthily with her mom's curry recipes. With the support of another version of Benjamin, a tangible entity from another dimension, his physical body was successfully restored. At first glance, he appears to have been restored to his original state, but it's unclear whether he should be considered living or had become a dead man. Yeah, she was only 23. She had so much more she could have. But in that state, he established the theory of time navigation in 2030, which would profoundly alter the future of all humankind. I want to talk about the Yakuma a little more too, but I have to kind of pay attention to this. TikTok boy, he remained in the training room on the last night until it was decommissioned due to deterioration, was then relocated to the entrance of the Space-Time Police Museum upon the construction of a new vessel. His goofy humor became popular with children visiting the museum, and he lived out the rest of his days happily. Is TikTok boy a sentient being? After the space-time deconstruction incident, he chose his moment and retired honorably. As a special gesture for his meritorious service, he was brought to the era of the Civil War and left there by choice. Why did he want to? In that area, he returned to his hometown of Milwaukee, where he was reunited with the wife and children he had once lost. He was from the Civil War era? I thought... Oh... Following his father's footsteps, he lived out the rest of his natural life modestly as a furniture craftsman. I guess he had a connection with the first boss we fought, right? Hopefully, having resigned from the Space-Time Police, he now serves as Romeo's right-hand man, supporting him behind the scenes as the successor to Space-Time. Right. You're right. Yeah, a lot of the Space... Time police people had connections to the different bosses. At age 85, feeling the limits of his age, he entrusted Romeo's supervision to Silver Fox and returned to Jamaica. 5 years after the space-time destruction incident, she suddenly resigned, stating, "I'll leave the rest to the next generation." She returned to her hometown in Oklahoma and used her accumulated wealth to purchase huge tracts of land. While mourning her daughter, was that a Holy Grail reference? While mourning her daughter who passed away young, she removed her mask to bask in the sunlight and spent her remaining days in peace and quiet. Did they literally mean she had a cat mask on, or is that like a metaphorical? Remains in active duty as a veteran and pillar of Space-Time Police, having secretly inherited the mission from Blue Mountain. He keeps a watchful eye on Romeo's actions, staying neither too close nor too far. Wary of Romeo suddenly displaying reckless behavior, he keeps his finger on the trigger, ready to take him down like the first director if necessary. Damn. I know, huge tracts of land. Remains missing in action since the space-time destruction incident. The Space-Time Police has awarded him a 2-rank promotion. As the boundary between data and self grew increasingly blurred, he voluntarily entered a dormant state in preparation for a summons from his former boss, just in case before things get too chaotic. Alright. He currently sleeps inside the space-time police servers in the form of data. Okay. I guess, did Shuru Yabu, like, achieve some ascended state? Because we only ever talked to him through a computer. Retired from space-time police together with Blue Mountain, and then found new employment on Earth as a nanny in order to escape her father's close supervision. The sight of her playing with cheeky preschoolers with children clinging to both arms was a huge hit with the kids. She remains living and working on Earth. I never thought Midorikawa would get along with kids that well. While continuing her duties at the infirmary, she actively works as a romance-based influencer across various fields, guided by the motto, checking couples' answers during consultation. What's with so many... Though pursued by many men, she has grown older without yet meeting anyone who meets her high standards. Why have like 3 characters now become like viral sensations? But yeah, the Yakumo, that definition you posted, that is how the remaining Japanese party were trying to use the Yakumo. But the document itself has like kind of like a supernatural power to it, where if you have access to the Yakumo, you can basically you're guaranteed to gain great political power. It's like a magic playbook that for some reason, if you have it, you can just instantly guaranteed gain this great political power. And Aeons? What the hell's this? No. Hang on, let me let Kevin out. And I didn't catch this for a while, but Almeida, who worked as a postman, got a tiny piece of the Yakumo. He only got like a small section of the Yakumo, which I guess may have been planted there by Kunlan. And that's how he was able to become such a successful cult leader. Just because he had a piece of the Yakumo. Which is funny because it's not like it was something that needed explaining, but it is interesting that they did have that. Okay. This is an epilogue, I'm guessing. "2019. I don't know what UC means. Under construction?
Ice blood camouflage off. Preparing to attack. Emergency power unit. Cut.
Power unit has been released. Transferring main power to EF.
EF receptor unit activated. Opening EF conduit.
Conduit release confirmed.
Wasn't expecting an anime cutscene at the very end.
20%.
Transferring to operation checklist. Movable cockpit module is clear. EF injection limit reached.
Take it up to 120.
Roger. Taking it to 120. Variable section actuator output is normal. Couplings are fixed in flight position. Tank pressure is about to hit its limit.
That's fine.
I have no idea if fact it could be. Does this look familiar?
Hangar lift ascending from bottom level to level UG.
Connecting to catapult.
They're gonna catapult this Gundam? That is Gundam colors right there, isn't it?
Blast deflector position is normal.
I mean, there's a million different Gundam robots, but that looks familiar.
Catapult is ready to go.
Checking output. Main vernier values are normal. Thrusters are clear.
Releasing final safety devices. Transferring launch timing authorization.
Who are these people? Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just Luna Star. What? Luna Stargazer. That's the sister.
Rock the pillars of heaven! Go Horizon!
It don't look like the sister. Maybe she dyed her hair, I guess.
Hey. It's my rotten brother.
What? Romeo's got corrupted?
Dark-sided bastard.
Luna, I will terminate you.
Shut up and die.
Oh my gosh. This has to be some like alternate timeline or something. It's a 2019 UC, whatever that means.
Goddamn idiot!
Is this where all the budget for the game went, Suda? What is this? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. So that's a Gundam thing too. That's funny. Okay. What was that? What was that supposed to be? Was that just like, oh, here's a... Oh, yeah. Memory of Tatsushi Fujita. He was an environmental artist with Grasshopper for a long time. Okay, well, New Game Plus confirmed. I'll probably try that out off stream. Well, I definitely won't do it on stream. Okay, that was such a weird upload. I don't know if that's just like, oh, here's a peek into another timeline or what. The latest Gundam as advanced is UCO223. So that's like really into the future. How were they even allowed to use those? Alright, well, that was Romeo is a Dead Man. The latest Grasshopper Suda game. I mean, I think it's obvious at this point. It's not my favorite Grasshopper game I've ever played. You know, I still appreciate a lot of stuff about it, but it has a lot of rough patches too. I'm still glad that they made it, and I'm glad I played it. I do think there's a lot of things that they could have improved on. Yeah, it's kind of it's a really weird game. It's pretty messy. It's a very messy game. I mentioned I was saying this to Fak earlier, but I kind of would like to see Suda scale down and do a smaller project next. Just because, I don't know, I feel like this was a really big undertaking and maybe it was too much. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know if it's, you know, they didn't have enough time, they didn't have enough budget, or it just got out of their, it just went over their heads. I don't know. No, I mean, I don't hate the whole, no, for the most part, this is enjoyable, and it has a lot of cool stuff about it, and it is unique in a lot of places. But the only thing for me is that it never. There's a lot of peaks that I hope to hit when I'm playing a Grasshopper Suda game, and it never quite hit a lot of those high peaks. Like for me, this is a much more like No More Heroes 3 has a lot of problems and it feels like an unfinished game, but it has a lot of peaks to it, and it has the problems it does have are a lot less aggressive, I guess, for the most part. Well, like this game had a lot of gameplay problems for me personally, and it was a lot longer, or it felt like it was a lot longer to get through a lot of stuff, so maybe that made it feel a bit more negative. Whereas in No More Heroes 3, the game doesn't take that long if you want to just kind of rush through it. They probably spent way too much money on the Gundam epilogue, that's true. And I don't think it really meant anything. I think it was just kind of a self-indulgent animation sequence. It's tricky because like I don't dislike this game, but I wish I would have liked it more. Like I really would have liked to like it more. Like it doesn't have a particularly compelling story, and once again I think it's because he had a very big scope for what the world and the story was supposed to be, and maybe they weren't able to spend time developing it better. Like I would have liked to spend more time with the family and you know, interact with them more with like more substantial dialogue. I would have liked to even dive into the different members of the Space-Time Police more. Yeah, we don't get enough time with the core cast to get invested. That's exactly right. Like, it just barely touches on things. Even the bosses, I would have liked the bosses more. We just don't quite. Yeah, it doesn't linger enough in the right places, but then there's a lot of filler to get through in other places. Like they were just trying to do so much, I feel like. It's like, imagine you have a story with 12 chapters, and instead of like, okay, we only have time actually to write 6 chapters, and Suda was like, well, I still want to have 12 chapters, so I'm just going to only write part of each chapter, and then actually I kind of want a 13th chapter too, and actually too, could we have a 14th chapter? That's what it kind of feels like, if that makes any sense. Like, instead of having the time to fill in each section, it was kind of all over the place, kind of giving you a little bit of a lot of different things. It would have been nice to know what Romeo and Juliet's relationship was like. Right. You get a lot of these moments that could have been a lot more impactful if the story beats were done better. Like the flashbacks where they're at the diner. There were things in the right places, but you needed better connective tissue. Yeah. It was it's weird because like the hub isn't like a big hub where there's a whole lot of stuff going on, but there are a lot of characters that you want to connect with more. But you don't really get the opportunity to. I tried talking to them a lot, and usually they just said, oh, go talk to this guy. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if I'm itching to review it. I don't know, we'll see. But I do want to. Deadford doesn't feel like a place the same way something like Santa Destroy does, despite like every level is set there. Yeah, the level. I'll just say it. The levels don't feel particularly inspired. I genuinely think they spent so much time trying to get the game to look current generation, like trying to make it look more like a modern game. I feel like they must have spent so much time and resources on that I think a lot of other areas which maybe actually mattered more were neglected. It's cool that the game looks so nice and detailed, and like the characters, you know, like whoa, like Romeo's pores and stuff and all that, but like that's really not the most important thing, especially when it comes to a Grasshopper game. Yeah, it's an unfortunate mix of things for me, where there's a lot of things that could have been done better, and then there isn't like any like, because there's a like Killer is Dead is a game that I think I've grown to appreciate more over the years. Where like, yeah, it has problems and it's not as good as a lot of their best games, but it has moments where it is really cool and it has some really cool stuff going on. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things missing in this game. But you can't, you know, it's hard to keep saying like, well, if only they had more time. You know, you at a certain point, like, maybe there is a priority focus issue. But I don't know. It's hard to know what exactly how the development went for this game. Not all that inspired, and they don't capitalize on the time travel fantasy. Right, like, oh, we're in the 60s, but it's just a mall that could take place in any era. Or like, we're in the 90s, and it's a town hall that could take place in any decade. But yeah, I think we pretty much agree. I think we have a good idea, and it's unfortunate because like I love Grasshopper and I want them to succeed, but I know they could do a lot better too. And sometimes like you could have a game where there is a lot of problems in the gameplay. I mean, Grasshopper's known for not. They're known for not always having the best gameplay anyways, but it's everything else that kind of makes up for that usually, like the characters and the story and the moments. Yeah, it seems just like this is, I don't know, yeah. It's undercooked. It seems like they stretched thin a lot of different things. And what's weird is there's not even that many like. It's funny, Romeo says it at the end of the last stream. He said like, "Oh, my journey's coming to an end. It feels like it's been so short but long at the same time." And it kind of feels like it. Like it feels like this game is longer than Grasshopper games usually take to finish, but it also feels like not that much happened at the same time, which isn't a great thing. It's like this game needed to have the gameplay sequences be a lot better because so much of the game is the gameplay sequences, but it isn't that great, unfortunately. And they sprinkle in a lot of cameos from other games and stuff, but I like that better when maybe it's done a little bit more thoughtfully or like unexpectedly. It's almost weird that you have characters from the Silver Case that are just part of the main team and you see them constantly. It kind of makes it less special that they're even there because they kind of don't really matter at the same time, but then you're seeing them constantly. Yeah, it's weird. I love playing Grasshopper stuff, and you know, I'm always gonna want to play what they're coming out with, especially when Suda's especially involved. But yeah, this one, it just I had an enjoyable experience, but yeah. I know they could do better, and I hope that they do better. I hope. What's the big question? Will you change your profile picture back there? Oh, I was thinking about that. Yeah, it wouldn't feel right if I kept my profile picture as Romeo, but I didn't like absolutely love the game. Yeah. I was thinking about that. We'll see. I'll have to decide. The only saving grace, which it shouldn't have to have this, but Suda mentioned that they are planning on releasing a second game this year, which to me is like, how did you have time to work on another game at the same time? But they did do Shadows of the Damned at the same time. I mean, it's a remaster, so obviously there's a lot done already. But my guess is it might be a remaster port, whatever, of Flower, Sun, and Rain, which would be really cool. Because they do own the rights to that, and they've been wanting to do that. That's my best bet. It's either that, or it might be a smaller project. Which I would be really hyped for that. If they just had a smaller project, like the size of like a Black Sword Knight, which I actually did enjoy Black Sword Knight quite a bit. Like a smaller indie-sized game, that would be really cool. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see what that was. But I'm still glad I played it. You know, I'm always happy to see what Grasshopper's doing. But and I don't know. I did have this feeling coming into this that this wasn't going to be one of my favorite games. I don't know what it was. I was always going to try it. Something about them. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what's in the future for Grasshopper and Suda. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But Romeo's a Dead Man. It's cool. It's still a Grasshopper game. It's still got some really unique, neat stuff. But we know Grasshopper could reach higher heights, and that's what I'm hoping to see more in the future. So I'll go ahead and wrap up now. Thank you all for joining. I hope you have a good night. And new game next time. See y'all. Oh, the music's probably the best part of the whole thing. I'll say that. Yeah, good. Thanks for playing.